Hello and welcome back to Filmdelve's second episode. For today's movie discussion, we watch Isa Lopez' Tigers Are Not Afraid.
Oh my god, that was really
The basic
proper.
Oh, thank you.
Tigers
The
are not
basic
afraid.
premise of the film is a blend of dark fantasy and horror situated in a violent Mexico, where a young girl joins a gang of street children after her mother mysteriously disappears. And this leads to a tragic yet dreamlike chain of events.
Wait,
True,
hold up.
true.
Did you actually write this intro?
I
Yes,
think
I
that's
did.
just like, oh
Damn, bitch, you
damn,
put us to
okay.
shame.
Damn, I ripped mine last night. I went off the cuff. This is bullshit. I was like
Bro.
on the spot.
Anyway, welcome everyone back to the second episode. What was missing? He didn't show up.
And Contra might show up mid-episode, which I think he might have done last episode too. I can't remember. No,
Wait,
he was
did he
around.
even
He
watch
was, he
this
was there
one?
from the start.
He's gonna watch before the podcast. But I don't know where he is. I don't know if he might still be watching it. I don't know what's up with him.
Anyway, this
Like-
week is the Cosmo pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we did a Mexican horror movie, like she said. Tigers Are Not Afraid. We'll just go real quick, surface level. Everyone's like thoughts and general scores on it before we like go deeper. We start with Slinger, the
Yeah,
Harper
let's
kid.
start with him.
All right,
Slinger.
You got this, man.
Damn,
Slinger. Slinger.
internet.
Slinger.
Internet may have fucked up.
Well,
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
The moment I disconnect anything from my PC is like, I guess you're not talking to the mic anymore. Anywho, man, I got like nothing to say about this movie. I just felt it was boring. I
Damn.
just
Yeah.
felt it was boring.
Damn.
You know, like I may just be like desanitized or like numb to like the whole third world thing. You know,
Right.
and the other stuff, like I never understood why there was like a small dragon
You know-
flying sometimes.
You know, it really sucks you saying I was desensitized to that
Because
because
it's,
I have a
it's the
whole.
fantastical like imagination of children,
I have a
like
whole
Yes.
together with like it's supposed to juxtapose the violent backdrop of like Mexico and the violence. Like it's like their escape. It's escapism paired with like the cold reality of the ganglands.
But doesn't that one guy like get fucking burned near the end?
I mean, yes, because their wishes are also real.
What? So it's like imagination, but the witch is real, but the witch is her
I mean,
mom.
yes, kids have fantastical minds, but
Bro,
like the
bro,
dream
you may have
stuff
not
and
been
ghost
watching
stuff's
the
real.
movie.
Are you
Man,
on your phone?
I watched the movie, but I was like every 10-20 minutes I just like leave for like 10 minutes and come back.
Wow.
I was so fucking bored. I was like, God, this is so boring.
All right. Well, Singer's not gonna be much use in any of this, I guess.
I want to go. I actually want to go last here. So
All right. Well, I thought it was a good movie. Again, I will say I don't know if I'd rewatch it. Like, it is another one I don't know if it's a rewatch for me. I think if I wanted to watch something like this, I'd probably just watch Pan's Labyrinth, which I think is very clearly the biggest inspiration here for this movie. And I don't know. I think Pan's Labyrinth is like Del Toro's just a master of his craft, but this was really good, especially like Cosmo. Do you know, is this like what number movie is this? Was her debut? Like, is this an experienced director? Like what?
No, it seems like she has done a lot of films. Not quite a lot, but she's directed a couple. So
Okay.
this isn't her
Well-
first rodeo.
It's pretty well directed. I really liked. I thought the cinematography was good. I thought like a lot of the imagery was very strong. I like the dark fairy
Yeah.
tale elements. I'm always a fan of like dark fairy tale like things. I like the way it like
What's
juxtaposes the
interesting-
cold reality of like Mexico gangs and stuff.
What's interesting is that she directed an episode of True Detective.
Which one? Oh, it's the new season. I feel like I remember
Yeah,
that
Night
name
Country.
now. Ugh, we don't have to get into
Oh no,
that.
she actually directed and co-wrote every episode.
I was gonna say now I remember the name because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
gonna
quit your
pass
day job,
that.
I guess.
Okay, well, chill, but I don't like that season. But
But
the one
other
thing I
than
will
that-
say I did think was weird about the movie is it felt like it was edited like it was made for TV. Like it had a lot of weird edits.
yeah,
like,
that might be
It had edits where I felt like
It
there was
might have
supposed to be a
been more
commercial
like
in between.
it's like
Like, you ever watch an anime and you can very clearly tell like when a commercial was supposed to be playing or something on
Yeah.
a show? That's what it felt like some of these cuts. That was like my only like big complaint is that.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, she directed and wrote a lot for TV, so that makes a lot of sense. But I felt like it was pretty good, honestly. I gave it a 7.6 out of 10.
I gave it a 7.
Man, I love that one scene where like that gang member was given the phone And he was like, "Oh, you can leave." Then I was like, "Wait a minute."
I do really like that he was gonna honor it though. Like he was really just gonna be like, all right, I did make a deal, bang bang.
I also like when the main lead, the girl Estrella, she asks like, "What happened to my mom?" And the guy's like, "What the fuck should I know?" Like,
How the fuck
That's
would I
like
know?
that
I
part
thought it was
too.
kind of funny.
I like that. Yeah, I point out I really like that part because it's so he was so like really honest about it. He was like, how the fuck would I know?
Yeah, honestly, I really liked it.
All
To be
right,
honest.
Cubs general thought.
Nothing deep yet, right? Just a general.
Yeah, general.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Putting down my nose. Yeah. I gave it a 7.
we'll let you start the next one.
I gave it my own review was a 7, and again, I liked a lot of the imagery. I thought the kids really did really well, especially Shine and Estrella. I thought those two actors did really good. I think that was Estrella's first gig,
Yeah, all the performances really good.
but yeah, all the performances were good. Like I said, cinematography was pretty good. And I actually did like a lot how the supernatural was used. There's a scene late in the movie where her mom does like a jittery movement, and it reminded me the best thing I can compare it to is Cry of Fear's jittery movement, where it's very like just shaky and quick. Not like again, it didn't scare me, but it's like a nice like a little horror like imagery.
Yeah, I thought the horror imagery was really well done. Like,
Yeah.
was it scary? Like, did it scare me? No, but I thought it was all really well done.
Yeah, most of
Um,
it's unsettling and unnerving.
Yeah, and I think again that's the part. I don't think it's trying. It's not trying to scare you like in like a jump scare way. It's trying to be
Which I
creepy. It's
appreciate.
trying to be haunting, which I think is its goal. Okay, Charles, you want to start with one of your
Alright.
deeper things then now?
I'm about to spoil a lot of this movie, so go watch it if you haven't already. I'm gonna start with her name. Estrella translates to star, and then her co guy, the main boy is Shine. So I thought that was a little like, oh hey, look at that.
Star Shine.
But but yeah, so she has 3 wishes, like the three was like candle or chalk. Like
Wish
Chalk.
upon a star. It was chalk.
yeah,
Right? It was chalk.
so the first wish is she wants her mother to come home. The blood goes over the painting of her mother. The screen shakes, you hear whispers, and her mother does come back, but as a spirit. And her second wish is I wish I didn't have to kill him when she's in the house of the cartel member. So she didn't have to kill him, but again, like a monkey, which is kind of like monkey paws, where like the second
Yeah,
one
monkey
is
paw.
like, well, she didn't have to kill him, she now is blamed for killing him. Um, so
The third one,
so
though.
the third one is really where
That one.
I was really thinking about this because it's where she says I wish on the third one is I wish for Shine Scar to
Disappear.
disappear.
I mean, it did.
She marks an
Yeah.
X on his face, and he gets shot by Chino. And
Yeah.
while the burn scar is gone, he now has an X scar there. Unlike the other 2 wishes, though, there is no like wish the other 2 have like vibrations and like whispers. That one had none of that. Another thing also with it to me is the blood trail. So when she sees the 1st body, the blood starts following her home, kind of like the violence of the cartel and the blood of its victims, slowly following her through their life and her mom being gone, and eventually like Shine's group, the whole gang, their whole thing is running away constantly from the cartel, being on the move. And at the end, right when he dies, the blood, catches up to him.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
violent. Like I was gonna say, bring this up is, I was gonna ask, but I think very much clearly the wishes represent violence, and like, and it relates to the story. They say like how you can't become princes anymore because the outside has reached you, which I think again represents violence. So I think each of the wishes, are violent in some way. The first one with her mom is she wishes for her mom to come back. Her mom's been violently killed, and now his back is like this vengeful spirit, essentially. Wishing for someone's death. That violence, once it's in your home, you can't get rid of it. So now she can't get rid of her mom, and now the violence is starting to reach others. First, the people you're against. That's where the violence is going to directly attack first once it affects you. So boom, her enemy's dead, and then it affects those closest to you. Which again, it's kind of like the history of violence. And again, they've been running away from violence the whole movie. But this last wish, this last violence, has now reached the person like she was closest to. So like I thought it was very well, and like its theme, and again, like you said, the blood trail representing it.
Yeah.
I thought that
Another
was
side note to answer Slinger earlier. The phone, if you didn't notice, the phone has a dragon on it. So it's like her whimsical, like it's like the dragon leaving the phone, and then it comes back. Like happens twice. That like they call it the dragon phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why there's a dragon. Uh, Also the murals are sometimes will like hint. I mean, it's very quickly after they show them anyway, so it's like not hard to figure out. The first few are just like basic ones, but right when the cartel catches up to the first times, they show a mural with four men surrounding a little boy with like a toy, and then like a couple minutes later, we learn that Moreau was taken. So like some of them just straight up just hint to like the future plots, and also there's like, the tigers and everything like that. Another thing is the blood will sometimes make a red symbol. I was trying to see what it meant. Couldn't really get an idea on the like what the symbol was, but there's
really okay.
like but like there's like this might be reaching, but there is a thing about like how tigers are like afraid of the color red, which I don't know if it was bullshit. Uh, but so either that's reaching or like oh wow they thought of that. So I don't know.
I don't know. I like it looked like it was just trying to make some kind of face. I felt like more non-deep horror imagery to me.
Yeah, but again, I like again the film like besides the whole like supernatural and the many like little things. I also like that Shine at the end. They had like this big thing on the bus about like wishes not being true. Like Shine's very hardened by his environment. He's very more angry and everything. And like his big thing is like wishes not being true. So it's funny that she makes a wish for him, but then he kind of makes her like her last true wish come true, which is her want to know how her mother is gone, and he gives that to her. But other than that, I really do like technically the main villain being Chino, because not like some big. It's not because not some like big. It's not like the mom's like the main bad villain. She's more like just a side thing, and also like it's more or less.
Well, the ghost, if you don't mind me interjecting.
Yeah, you can Jack. It's fine.
The ghosts kind of put in the vengeful like spirit stereotype where they're not vengeful against the children. They're kind of like they're vengeful to protecting. Where it's like bring these people who are after you to us and we'll take care of them. Like it's kind of a play on the haunted trope where like she's like haunted, but these ghosts are like evidently going to be used to like do good, and that they're going to kill the cartel members. Like they're not trying to fuck with her.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little play on like the haunted kind of like vengeful spirit trope.
But Chino is the pretty much the main villain for this movie, and what I like about it, again, she does a lot of the movie does a lot of critique on obviously the ongoing problem of cartel violence within Mexico, but Chino is like because again you think for like the main villain for the cartel would be a big tattooed fucking guy, instead he's a decently looking, well groomed, dressed guy because he's
He's
running for
specifically a
politics.
politician. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He's a candidate.
And within the second wish scene, you actually can hear on the TV them talking about him. But I thought that was pretty good because again, real life, there's plenty of politicians who are linked to the cartel.
Yeah, Cosmo said it's like a direct criticism on like the presidential election, but personally, I didn't know about that. What it reminded me what it reminded me of was Pablo Escobar because he wanted to be president of
and he had the whole
Colombia, and he ran. So that's what that's what it reminded me of is like how often it's kind of like
a town he kept supporting. They called him like the mayor of it. You know, he wasn't elected a mayor.
Yeah, like his hometown.
Yeah, he also like took out the entire Supreme Court of the country. So
he was killing judges and all kinds of shit. Like he was going through. But, he like declared war on the police and stuff too.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm putting my badge on the chief's desk and walking the fuck out.
Hey, you know, it's cops from the movie, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a lot of that. Again, at the end, I also like kind of going to politician thing. I like that he's not. I mean, he's fucked up. He's obviously a cartel guy. But
he beats and kills women for no reason.
But at the end, I really like that he generally was gonna let them walk away with the deal until Shine swaps the phones on him. So I really find that really funny. Cause he's really just like, all right, go ahead, go.
I thought it was less he noticed they swapped it, but more he remembered she knew the password.
Well, probably that too.
Because that would mean he saw the video.
But Shine does said that he did swap.
Well, I know he did that. I just don't know if that guy would know that.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, again, like, so I will say my original review was 6.5. That was my original one. I went in thinking it was gonna be heavily supernatural with like some like cartel stuff. I didn't expect the like more of a critique, or social commentary on cartel stuff with like the supernatural kind of in the background. I wouldn't say fully in the background. It's there here and there, but So at first I was kind of thrown off about it, and I was like, all right, it's okay. Like it did what it said. I didn't really think too deep of it, but I actually started thinking about all the little things, and I was like, all right, maybe I was being a little too rough, so I upped it to a 7.
Yeah. I think I went with much more like realistic expectations that I had asked Cosmo if it's more like Pan's Labyrinth with how she was talking. She said yes, so like I literally went in with the Pan's Labyrinth mindset, and then again, like I said, it seems very clear it was heavily inspired by. So like I went in kind of expecting that dark fairy tale with the like backdrop of like realistic violence, because again, that's what happens in Pan's Labyrinth.
And the last thing I got written down in my little notepad here is the ending. I personally took the ending as like death. Like that's how I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
A popular theory some say is like it's more or less her like feeling the freedom of knowing her mother's passing, and it's like it looks like all heavenly because it's like a feeling most people don't have.
It's also like that fantastic place where she can like it says they're princess, so she's finally escaped that otherworldly violence that like stopped her from being able to be a prince, like they said at the beginning. So that's what it's also like enough. But I could also take that as being like death is like the only way to escape that violence now and be princess again.
Yeah.
So like once again, not to spoil too much, but again with his inspirations, I very clearly took it to mean like kind of open end. But for me, I was like she died, and like both can be true. She can die and she went to that place now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like she died physically, but like now she's free again. She can be a prince again. Now she'll be with Shine and her mother again. Like. You know, I very much took it. She died in that physical reality, which I think again kind of fucked up, bittersweet ending because like, what's she gonna do if she's not dead? She's stuck in this gangland still with no.
So
now she has like no family, like her or friends. Like those two kids ran away. She might find them again, but like, Shine's gone now. Like her main people are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she has any other family outside her mom.
Yeah,
There's no other pictures in the household. So she's again on her own.
My last little bit is location. The film does not at all like really say a city. It's just a Mexican city. That being said, the filming was I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of this. Imberia. I don't fucking know that city. Anyway, it was like filmed in like parts of the slums. Look, man, I'm trying.
Immediately went for birria. Bro is hungry.
Wait, birria? How about I go hungry?
Birria
taco.
Birria?
Oh, okay.
Birria tacos.
Yeah.
I
was like, what the fuck?
Yummy. I'm kind of hungry now.
What a damn fatty.
Hey.
But yeah.
Look who's calling me fat.
Yeah, I got a fat dick. Just kidding, I'm small. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to really say about that, actually.
All right, Cosmo, how about you? Any thoughts on like deeper themes or like moments behind the film?
Yeah. So I focus more on the political.
She just goes, I agree with Chubbs and ends it.
I agree with everything he said. That's it. Nah, but I focus more on the political commentary. So it's interesting because this movie came out in 2017, and the next year was 2018. So that meant that Mexico was in the middle of the presidential elections. And what is really fucked up is that presidential election, the 2018 ones, were the most violent in Mexico's history. Over 130 candidates were killed in that single election. The most there's been in any Mexican political campaign.
Like, probably obvious, but I don't know, just to point it out, Cosmo is Latina, and she does have family in Mexico.
She's Mexican, she visits Mexico often, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, yeah, so it was just political commentary on that exact campaign that was incredibly violent because it was not only just presidential candidates getting killed, but in that cycle, also the Senate gets replaced at the same time. So it's a bunch of people. I think the Senate is like 200 people. Yeah, so it's 200 people, and then all getting trying to get reelected or elected. So that was a lot of killing for a presidential campaign.
I think they did well with Chino specifically to like emphasize like the violence and the theme of violence because like these women, I thought it was like regular human trafficking shit, like
Yeah.
prostitute them or whatever. But like, no, he's kind of like just like a serial killer. Like he gets these women, beats them to death. Like essentially, he just beats them and then shoots them. Like
Yeah, he kind of
he's
just
like
enjoys it.
violence personified. He's not like doing this as like a businessman or something. No, he's like pure violent motivations. Like so. Like,
But that's also really interesting to me because like it's from a children's point of view, but also it's like people just sometimes get killed for what seems to be no reason. Like for example,
Yeah.
I think when they're talking about the kids' backstories and they say like one of them they got a levanton, which means they basically just nabbed him off the streets. And it can be for whatever reason and we will never know. I think
there's
that's
also stuff like moral. They just say he saw something. Like and
yeah,
it's changed him. He doesn't talk.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I found Chino interesting in that he's so very clearly just meant to be another representation of that theme of like overwhelming violence and like how it affects these kids.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I mean, the first scene where we see the person laid out after Estrella goes home from school,
Yeah.
obviously very political commentary because nobody's taking this corpse seriously.
I pointed this out while
Yeah,
I
watching.
mean,
that's
they're
where
not
the
even
violence
covered with a
affects her
plastic
life.
sheet.
I put this out watching. I was like, "Is that a carpet?" And like literally threw a fucking carpet over him. I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, Chubbs also thought it was a
Yeah.
school shooting at first. I was like, I think that's just like a gang fight outside.
Yeah, it was
Like,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of goes to show how like how regular this violence is to the point that they don't even
Yeah.
have plastic sheets.
And in terms of like switch
Contaminated
her,
the
like
street.
that's the moment the violence affects her. That's where she gets the chalk. That's where the blood starts following her. Like that's where
Yeah.
this violence has finally affected this child's life and like changed it irreparably. Like boom,
Mhm.
it's affected you now.
Just going to Shine's character. I like that. Like at the start, they Pop questions him why he doesn't get rid of the Black Dragon phone. He's like, "Why didn't you sell it already?" And later on, we learn it's because it has a photo of his like mother, and it's the only photo of her he has left.
That was so like fuck because it's like what she's like brutalized in that one. She has like she's like hurt
If
in
she
that
she
picture.
you can tell she was being hit. Like she was beat a little.
Yeah,
I think she had like a black
Yeah.
eye and stuff.
Yeah. which
And
is
also, I was like, it follows it because then it's also like the last video. What was her name? The main character, Estella.
Estrella.
Was it? It's the last thing she has of her mom is that video of her being beaten and then shot.
yeah.
Also, like another thing I appreciate again, like with the violence things, I appreciate it didn't hold back. Like when Mono gets shot, it doesn't show it like when it actually cuts to him, but it doesn't show like when it happens. It shows right after. But I appreciate they didn't like shy away from how these people will kill kids. Yeah, like
Because they're not like older kids. They're like
they-
less than 10 years old.
like even these kids are like in a fantastical headspace. Like the reality strikes, like you will die.
There's
Like,
a scene. I mean, I laughed at it, but it's definitely probably real. Pop and I actually don't know what the other kid's name was, but
Tuski?
is that his name? Tuski?
Yes, Tuski.
Pop and fucking that guy's name. They run to the cops, and they're like, "Hey, hey!" And the cop literally looks at it, and goes, "You know what the fuck that is?" And they drive the fuck away.
yeah, we
Yeah.
both thought they were gonna actually get shot in that.
Yeah,
thing,
me,
like,
I
thought the cops were gonna kill them.
I literally thought they were gonna go.
Yeah,
You
me
see
too.
that? And they were gonna just shoot the fuck out of them.
Yeah, I figured the cops were on the payroll.
Or they were gonna like get them into the car or something like that because they saw too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, very realistic. Mexican police don't help for anything, or police in general.
True.
Also, I
Yeah.
like seeing the every time I saw like a dog in the background, I just kept thinking of Cosmo.
What? What?
Like, because all the dogs you kept fucking befriending in
okay.
Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
no.
yeah, I wasn't
True,
calling you a
true.
dog. I was saying.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what my
I was like,
mindset
no
was
way
too,
you're
Cosmo.
calling
We
me a
were on the
dog.
same page. We were on the same page.
Anyway, you are a dog. But what I was saying is,
Shut up,
like,
Daddy.
when you went down to Mexico one time, you just befriended all those dogs. This guy was like, "This is a quick way to hate
He
yourself."
had the whole idea because like the
My
dogs kept
God.
like dying or getting hit by cars and stuff. I'm like, you're like
That's
asking to
what
be
happened.
heard.
That's what
This
happened.
point.
Oh my god! Every time I go down there, there's always a dog getting hit.
Also, the one that like, you literally saw on camera, like the guy swerved out of his way to hit it. Like, why,
Yes.
bro?
Yeah, honestly, I have my suspicions about why, but I don't think I should go on
You
the
fucked my
podcast
wife,
about
you
it.
fuck.
Okay, what? All right,
But
well,
yeah, it was really fucked because he didn't even kill. The dog was named Sopito. I named him Sopitos. He
Hey, that's
wasn't
another
even
thing. She's
killed.
naming all the dogs.
yeah, no, she
Yeah,
was
they all
bonding with
have their
these like
names.
strays.
But everybody just kind of has names for them because we see them so often around the street. So it's like, oh, that's the black one, or that one's the gray one, and so on.
Yeah, say black in Spanish.
Oh no, ooh, ooh, ooh. Well,
It seemed like her brain quickly put it in her brain, and she had to stop herself.
ooh,
They say the black one, but that don't sit right with me.
black dogs, guys, black dogs,
Anyway,
black
Slinger,
fur dogs.
any deeper thoughts you have?
He barely watched the movie, man.
Burgers are
He called
good.
it boring. So
He barely watched it, man. He doesn't
I
count.
like pizza.
Anyway, I think it's funny that he said I'm so desensitized to the third world shit. Cause literally one of my points was gonna be that like I feel like people in these environments could probably really relate to this, and he just went, this shit was
Well, I think
boring.
the thing, because one of the points is how
Yeah, I can just
desensitized,
walk
like
out.
you said.
I can walk out of my house.
Well, like you said, one of the points is how desensitized it become. Like again, with the gang scene
Yeah.
outside the school.
the third
That's
world
one of
is
the points
true
of the
world.
film.
Like
That's
you know,
that's
a
premise
scene
of
in the movie that sort of the hit was like when what was the child's name? Moro.
Morita, yeah.
Yeah, they just like carried the body and was going to bury it. I just sat there like these are fucking kids, just ready to pick up their friend's body and just like
Yeah, you sit there with
drop
them.
it somewhere. Like you have
Yeah.
to be you genuinely have to be so numbed
Yeah, because this is
to
their life.
everything to get to get to this point, you know?
Just
Yeah,
saying.
it
It's
doesn't
like that
seem like
because
the first
they've
time
lost
it
that innocence, but they still have like the minds of children. So you have like that imagination and
Just
like
saying, Shine,
Yeah.
shit,
Starlight,
like,
and
it's so
Pop all trying
twisted.
like the big grown ups. Motherfucking Moro caught a body. He was a real one.
Oh yeah, what happened right after that,
Buddy at
man?
what, 5 years old?
Hey,
What happened right
hey,
after that?
1-1, 1-1 ain't bad. 1-1 ain't bad. 1-1 ain't bad. Shine had 0-1. That's bad.
Yo, Shine got surprised. That wasn't fair, bro.
Morto had his little lion teddy bear and was like, "Yo, watch this." Bah!
What the fuck you wish for me, bro? Why'd you have to put that wish on me? You put me to death. Anyway, the next question I was gonna ask is like, what were y'all's favorite characters? Because mine was Shine.
Yeah, Shine.
Yeah.
Shine was
I
a relatable little
like Shine,
motherfucker.
yeah. He was funny. You know what? The interactions between the
I really
child
like Shine.
actors
I like
was
Shine
so
because you could tell all his stuff. Like Estrella, like all the kids, like they cope in different ways. It's very clear Shine is more an angry child. But I do like that he's still a kid. It's like only Estella. You can tell only Estella is really the only person he breaks down with. And as soon as the other kids got near, he quickly had to switch back.
Because he has to be like the strong, like the leader, the strong one or whatever. Like he's the only one. He's the only one who can like let his guard down on that. And a lot part of that is because like he relates the most because he knows like her situation pretty much mirrors his.
Mhm. Yeah,
So, like,
it's a pretty hard film. It's a pretty heavy film. I
I
liked
think
it.
Shine was definitely probably the most realistic to a lot of people who grew up in like similar situations of like having all that anger and like stuff.
Yeah,
as a kid.
definitely.
And wanting to fight back, but still like just not being able to like being helpless. Because like even like later he hates himself for not being the one to go like kill the dude because he was too afraid to.
Yeah,
Right.
the scene where was when they went underground and met up with the older kids.
Side note, I do like in that scene the live piano on fire. That looks
Yeah, I thought
quite
that was
hard.
very interesting. I liked it. Yeah, and they make fun of him for not being the one to pull the trigger. That was interesting. Yeah.
So was Shine your favorite too, Cosmo?
Yeah, I did like Shine. I think I also liked the Estrella too. I thought she was like honestly very not I guess relatable in a sense. Like
She's very reserved. I liked
sure.
my second favorite is actually a little tiger stuffed animal that moves around.
Oh,
But don't be
yeah.
mad.
Oh my
Don't be
god.
mad.
Oh god.
But I did not finish the movie.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
What do you mean you didn't finish
Expected,
it?
honestly. Expected.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just what I said,
Like, well, so did you start it?
I did. I watched more than half of it.
Why didn't you finish?
Because my nigga said hop on deadlock, and I
I hate you, man.
started
Oh my
stroking that
Bro,
shit.
God,
come on.
Man.
Ban
Oh,
him.
second week,
Okay, Slinger,
and it's
this
already.
time you don't get to say anything, Slinger, mister. Yeah, I'd watch for 10 minutes.
I
I
mean,
can see for 10 minutes.
I
No,
finished the whole
if you watch
thing.
half the movie, that don't count.
You know, I finished the whole thing at least.
No, you didn't. You weren't there for the whole movie.
Wait, you didn't?
Look, when I would
Oh my
leave,
God.
I would stop it. I'm not keeping it playing.
You said you did.
I said every 20 minutes I would leave for 10. That didn't mean that I would leave it on.
It sounded like that's what you
Oh
meant,
my
man.
fucking God.
All right. Well, no one's surprised there. So, where were we even at? Shine.
Yeah, Shine.
Utan
Like I said,
Go.
I think all the portrayals of the children were very realistic. I think
Yeah.
overall more relatable and like how different people cope. Like, yeah, I think I found Shine easily be the most relatable when you're like have the shot of your control as a kid and you get this anger and you want to change things because it's not fair, but you can't. Like, so he was really relatable in that way.
Yeah. And I
And I
just really
think,
liked how he had like this facade of like
I like that they
trying
stole
to
that
be
dude's TV.
and him and Estelle are also like essentially the most grown up of the group. Like all these kids have had terrible things happen to them, but like I'd say the rest are still pretty childlike. Him and
Yeah,
Estelle
Yeah.
are pretty much like act like
except
adults
my
almost.
boy Moroho Karabari.
We're gonna have to
Like-
kill this guy,
Morito.
Estella. Damn.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
like yeah. Speaks to all the performances is they're all really well done.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the
Yeah, honestly, the kids are
Oh.
like way better than the adults. Cause like you said it yourself, like it was like essentially just violence. He just does it for the sake of it, you know.
Oh yeah, I agree. The kids are much more
So
characterized. Well, I think
yeah,
it's more
the kids
more
are
so
way
represent the theme rather than like be an actual
exactly.
character.
Yes. Like the adults are, man, just
Yeah, they're
mustache twirling
caricatures.
evil.
They're
Yeah.
caricatures of
Mhm.
like what they're. But that's also how kids would see these characters as these are
Exactly.
big
Yeah.
bad
Yes.
villains rather than like
Yeah, something you have to keep in
actual
mind
people.
from a
Or like,
children's point
or
of view.
when
Yeah.
Shine pulls out the gun, they're like, "Oh, come on!" And he shoots. I like at him. They're like, "Oh shit! Okay. He shoot."
I also like the part where when Estrella was entering what was the other guy's name? Caco's house.
Yeah.
And she was about to pull the trigger and then the snakes on the hand of the gun like slithered off. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And well done. Kind of gross.
Yeah, I saw the violence was all like done pretty well.
Yeah.
I think the most
Also-
poignant would obviously be fucking probably Moro's death is probably meant to be like the part
Yeah.
that really strikes you the most.
Yeah, at first I was like, ain't no way. And then after I finished the movie, I was like, damn, like
I like
it
the
really
little,
hits harder.
I like the little fucking tiger plushie.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. He's the goat.
I think again to get back to the horror imagery, I really like the shot with like all the ghosts. Fun
Oh, yeah.
wherever she
Yo, that
steps out.
panning shot,
like,
you're like, all right, he killed a
Oh,
good
no.
number. Oh no.
yeah, he killed a lot of women. He
Yeah,
was being like a woman a day, bro. That shit was crazy.
yeah. So definitely serial killer, maybe trafficker.
I mean, he's more of a serial killer. Again, they were literally just
Yeah.
trafficking to beat him to death. Like, I don't even like. That was just the point. Like y'all ain't even like making profit out of this. You're not like tricking them out or anything. He's just, yeah, bring them here so I can beat
Which
them
is
and
also
shoot
a
them.
commentary on it's also a commentary on femicide in Mexico. It's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
debated
cool.
if femicide is truly its own like
To,
category of murder
to
because
that.
it's a very big problem in Mexico, especially because there's protests like constantly about it, about how many women are constantly disappeared, trafficked, or just plain gone.
Yeah. I mean, a world run by violent, mostly men or like most of the cartels. They're gonna kind of be the biggest demographic for people with like no morals that are also like dudes.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the biggest targets naturally.
And then the children also. The children in the cage was also unnerving.
I feel like was probably less like killing them and more like recruiting them because that's what gangs do a lot of time. Is you you turn these kids into soldiers, or you turn them into like
Yeah.
merchandise to like pimp out to pedophiles and shit. Like,
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of like hinting at trafficking. Like, what was that? It was called, that one scandal was called the Acapulco Kids, which was like a huge trafficking ring in
Speak
Acapulco.
American.
What do you say?
But speak American.
Another thing
Oh,
is
bro.
also the black ribbons, which
Yeah.
actually represent a lost, but like mostly it's like just to tell you they died, and
Straight
there's
up,
so
they
many that ends up where like parts of the neighborhood end up becoming a ghost town because half the houses are just butchered.
to like
Yeah.
bring back something you mentioned earlier, I did really like all the murals. It kind of felt like almost like a children's picture book with like how much they use like murals. It really adds to like that childlike fantasy and like fairy tale feeling of like the murals everywhere.
Yeah, I really like the design for the tiger. It was really cute.
Yeah, I liked it too.
All right, I think that's pretty much. Are we ready to get on to the
Yeah.
task, or is there anything else we want to?
Well, I mean, all three of us who actually did the shit. I liked the
Oh
movie.
yeah, where are we
I
gonna
guess.
put it on the tier list?
I thought we
Or
were
are we
doing
not
that
doing?
last.
No, yeah, we'll do task, and we'll do
Okay,
tier,
okay,
tier
gotcha.
list, and then we'll like do the movie or whatever, I guess. All right. Okay. Well, who wants to go first?
I go
The task
first.
for this week, if you remember, is we had to take a quiz to find out what horror movie, horror movie character. I think it's just character we are. And
Yeah, I couldn't find a good villain quiz.
we did a
Bro.
more in depth one, so it actually like explains more. So we'll just go by through each person and see what they got. Starting with Chubbs.
All right, I got Ellen Ripley from Alien.
Oh.
Are you
Personality.
single?
What?
Are you single?
Yeah.
Smash.
You're most likely very intellectual, wrong, and focused deeply inward. You probably are reserved and serious when it comes to work, as you want to get the job done efficiently, and you don't come out as warm tellers right away, but you soften up to those who can. Damn, I cropped that fucking so shittily. All right, and then I guess also the strength, weaknesses, and the compatibility, or
Yeah, read all of it.
all right. You're extremely brave and steady when it comes to the face of danger and challenges. I'm fucking scared of shit, man. Rather than becoming exhausted, you become excited and exhilarated. You trust your judgment and ability to solve things efficiently. You may struggle with perfectionism as you need things to be pinpoint accurate. You tend to have a little patience with
Accurate.
emotional concerns, but have a paternal and maternal instinct that causes you to become subconsciously
What?
nurturing.
What?
Be careful with the battle
What?
to choose, as you tend to bite more than you can chew. Sometimes you need to let the small things go to progress in the
I
bigger
can see
picture.
all of that.
Man,
I can see all
that's
that
not
with you.
jobs.
Yes, it is. He's always like the one. He like tries to comfort Mamo and others. Like he tries to be there. He's also, I'd say, perfect. Like I think any creative has like a sense of perfectionism to. Like I can see all that actually.
And then lastly, compatibility. You don't really feel the need to necessarily be affectionate, as you believe your trust and devotion should provide the comfort that your partner needs.
Oh no,
I
time
got
to
it
have
right.
person shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh no, my fucking thing's fucking up.
Real shit though.
Anyway, where was I? Let's shout out. You have to shout someone attention and more about providing hard work and resourceful problem-solving skills, making your love language acts of service. You may be the most compatible with those who received Freddy Krueger on their quiz.
Oh shit. Well, I'll do that to say who I got. Can you guess? I got the goaded pedophile of fiction, Freddy Krueger.
Shit, bro, what are you doing later?
The greatest pedophile fiction.
Personality. Though you usually aren't one of the founding members of a group of friends or coworkers, you quickly become the leader once you become aboard. You have a natural leadership quality that subconsciously makes others seek validation and advice from you. You're always the one to make your group laugh and have a good time with. Be careful, however, as having so much reliance on you can cause pressure and stress. Make sure to give yourself breaks in between your long streaks of hard work. Strengths and weaknesses. You like to be in control, as you see yourself as the mastermind.
Oh,
Everything to the last detail has to be perfect,
Hey, yo.
which usually stems from an artistic mind. You have the soul of the creative, but have the fault of impatience. As when things don't go
damn.
your way, you may become more frustrated and tempered than the average person. Being kind and patient with yourself will rapidly progress you with your work. Fuck you, first of all. Much more than you'd expect, you sick bastard. Incompatibility. You like to be in control of situations while making sure to take care of your partner and give them enough attention while also reciprocating that attention. You may be competitive and treasure a partner that doesn't take offense too easily with your quick wit and high academic thinking. Your love language is spending quality time with your partner. You may be most compatible with those who got Sidney Prescott, Dr. Loomis, Pinhead, Ellen Ripley, and Ben on the quiz.
You know, it kind
So
of.
I got a lot more options. You can only have me.
All right, Cosmo.
Okay, I'll go next. So I accidentally outed myself first. But I got Laurie Strode from Halloween 1978. So personality says you may have been quite shy or quiet when you were younger, true, but became a natural keeping conversations and socializing as you got older. You still have a bit of a shyness to you. You may have been almost pretty popular back in the day, but you always keep your priorities straight and seem to rather go your own way about things. Event possibly traumatizing may have occurred in your past that caused you to mature faster than you'd prefer. Oh God, I feel like I should talk with this with a therapist first. You fortunately overcame this part of your life and have developed habits that you still carry with you to this day. Ouch. That hurt a little. Okay, strengths and weaknesses. You surprise yourself with how capable you can really be. Your spirit is strong and incredibly willed, though you may forget this often. You tend to put others before yourself, which is admirable, but remember to take care of yourself alongside them. You're very hardworking and loyal, and become serious when a task has to be finished. You may have incredible memory and keen observation skills. Perhaps your greatest fault, however, may be that you are too loyal, as you still support those who have wronged you in the past. Bitch, what the fuck?
No, that don't sound like you. That one don't sound like you at all.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, for real.
I can keep a grudge. I can keep a grudge for
You're
years.
cheap Latina, bro.
I know, and I'm kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
We know.
Kind of outing myself. I was a real bitch. One of the hardest things for you is learning when you need to let go and walk away. Fuck no. I drop a bitch faster. And then compatibility. You're naturally a very generous individual who looks for ways to provide for others. As you pay attention to specific details that people carry with them. You respect traditions and would enjoy a partner that is thoughtful, considerate, acknowledges your ability to nurture and take care of responsibilities. Your love language is acts of service. Nuh-uh. As you always
My love
appreciate
language. They mix this up, bro.
people do to remind you that they think about you. You may be more compatible with those who got Tree Gelman on the quiz.
All
Well,
right.
I would say it's pretty good, except for
I
some
can see
parts. Like
all of these. I can see some how they fit and some how they don't.
Slinger.
yeah,
Man, what?
Well, Slinger.
What?
the quiz slinger.
You see, I got like a character one time, and it made like no sense. I was like, maybe I got something wrong, you know. So I did it again, and then it was goddamn Ash Williams. What the fuck do I have to do with Ash Williams?
Did you
Go
read
read it,
the
we'll find
fucking things that say what the reason?
You're not funny.
You are very independent and adaptable. No, hear me out, because I don't think I'm like Ash Williams at all. You are very independent and adaptable, focusing your
Not true.
approach
Yeah, I
to
disagree.
things with logic and reasoning. You
Yeah,
are
I
very
disagree. You're a
tolerant
very
and
emotional person.
non-judgmental with a bigger personality
well,
than
We're
ego.
not
cool.
letting him rest.
You like to take care of things immediately with efficiency, though it's not always as efficient as you'd like to be. With unintentional guts and gore spill. Shut up, fuck up. You also have an underlying fascination with funk music. Kind of. Strengths and weaknesses. You are the literal definition of chaotic good. You excel with problem solving and maintaining your head in the game when things
I
get
can't see
tense.
that part, but I can see the first part.
No one can ever call you gullible as God, come on.
Come on.
With your key intuition. Though you may be harsh and blunt as you become impatient when something stunts your ability to move forward. Yeah, anger management
Okay,
issues.
yeah, I can see that.
You may be seen as insensitive as your instinct is to adapt.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Hello? So Slinger?
Oh, no.
You died.
he died.
Rip.
Well,
Slinger? Well, that shit was wrong as fuck.
Can we get
I
hashtag?
wanted to
Riplinger?
ask him who was his first one. Damn.
It looks
Slinger.
like he's gone.
I don't know if this is my thing again. Contra, did you end up taking the quiz?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, at least you did something.
Oh
I
boy.
got a very funny answer. It's I'm not sure this is me at all. I got Candyman from Candyman 1992.
This quiz racist, man. This quiz racist
No
as
way.
hell.
No Candyman.
What?
Hey, no
Oh, no.
way.
You didn't know Candyman was black? It's like the most black horror movie.
Well, I mean, I can see
It's a
him
classic.
in the picture, but I didn't know if it was just because it was black and white. Now that I'm looking at his hair, this guy is kind of black.
Oh,
Oh,
Anyways,
that's so great.
So personality. You're a natural caretaker and nurturer who loves to live life in the moment.
no.
Oh man, okay. Whew.
You're usually
know
quiet
that.
and hard to get to know, but those who do know you,
Okay.
you're
Okay.
usually quiet and hard to get to know, but those who do know you are aware how warm and friendly you are.
Okay. Half of that was true. Half of that was like something.
Or you just use your epic hypnotizing seduction skills to charm everyone. all
Oh
the time.
shit. Oh shit.
Damn,
Oh,
son.
hell no.
You appreciate aesthetic attraction and look for the beauty in all of your surroundings. You're clever with creating a romantic narrative with real-life events, even tragedies, and are natural at manipulating artistic tools such as paintbrushes, sculpting knives, giant hooks for hands, and traditional pencils.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Strengths and weaknesses. You are a very bold and observant individual, having a gift in problem solving. You're aware that your time on Earth is limited, so you appreciate every second of every day, living actively in the moment. You've developed your own instincts and dance to your own beat. No one can take your independence, though you do have great sensitivity. You have a
Okay.
hard time putting yourself first before others and struggle with hard decisions and preparing for the future. Sometimes you need to be honest with yourself instead of trying to maintain the peace. Like Michael Jackson once said, sometimes you need to look at the man in the mirror, reflect upon yourself, say your name 5 times in the mirror, and say that you are a
This
strong,
quiz is
confident
racist as hell.
woman who doesn't need to rely on cigarettes.
Oh man. Whew.
Compatibility.
Oh.
You may be the most romantic of them all. You are loyal and patient, tolerant and uncritical, and adapt easily to your surroundings. When you are authentic, people are drawn to you naturally. Your love language is quality time, as you appreciate your partner. Your partner takes the time to be with you, becoming sensitive and respectful of your needs. You may be the most compatible with those who got Ben, Bedlam, and Pinhead on the quiz.
Wow. Well, there's a couple
Oh my
things in there. There's
You
a
know,
couple things in there.
I think 3 out of 5 isn't that bad,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Whew. That was funny.
bro. I like Contras the most, to be honest. Give him Candyman. That's fucking amazing.
Racist ass quiz, bro. Racist ass quiz.
Sorry, I chose that quiz. So
Slinger, are you back?
Slinger,
Slingerino.
Yeah.
who'd you
Okay,
get
you are
first?
What do you mean who gave? Oh, I got
What's
the
your first guy?
mom from Coraline.
You
Yeah,
got
they
the
say you a
mom from
fake ass
Coraline?
bitch. They say you a fake
Yeah.
ass bitch.
You single?
Well, you weren't here, but it gave Contra Candyman, so I think this quiz racist as hell. So,
Wait.
My apologies.
Candyman? I don't know what that is.
well, okay, man.
One of the
This
biggest
is
black.
fucked up.
Damn.
This is like the black horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's more of an old
It,
head.
definitely
like, thing, to be fair.
racist.
Shit, you know me and Skelly are black old heads.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that was a good laugh, man. I need all that.
All right, we
yeah.
can do
That
the
quiz was
tier list
funny.
now, man. Yeah, that quiz. Listen, it had some good ones, it had some misses.
Well,
Calling Contra uncritical, man.
I guess I should stream this. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, stream it. I mean, I would say I would put it in C above together, probably.
yeah.
I don't know.
What are you watching
You're one
next?
person.
So
Bomb Slinger.
we can't use Contra because he didn't finish it.
Yeah,
well, I
so
think
the
we
majority
should
says
agree.
C, so it's C.
So we have 7-7, and then a 7 point. Was it 5?
6.
And then a
But yeah.
6-3.
And then a 6-3.
I mean, I think it's a 7 no matter what, even with those averages.
Yeah.
I would put
Solid
them
seven.
both together personally. I think it's a better.
I would too.
Drop
That's
it
more
in
to
C. Yeah,
say.
drop
Yeah,
it
it's
in
more
C.
to say. I respect it more as a narrative.
Yeah.
and movie.
A nice thing that you added an F tier, by the way.
Yeah, it'll be for the stinkers.
Yeah.
Every slinger pick will go in here.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
buddy!
This all put your channel, bro. By the way,
Damn.
when are you gonna bring
Damn.
back the gaming slinger, dog?
What, wait, I didn't hear that one. What?
When are you gonna bring back the gaming slinger, man?
Oh, you're like,
I thought it was the
back?
game slinger, like gunslinger.
No, is it? That was gaming
You
slinger.
sure?
Yes. No, it was the game slinger, like a gunslinger.
I feel like you
I never put
thought-
that together. Now I'm mad, bro. now I gotta
Now I'm mad.
let that channel die, man. I'm mad now. I'm fucking pissed off with the name.
Anyway, we're at 51 minutes. So,
You want to say the movie for next episode?
oh,
The
No.
task?
Well,
Well, no, it goes to the end of this episode so that people can follow along. Oh wait, you said say it. My bad.
yeah.
I thought you said save, so I was like, huh?
Anyway, it's my pick, and I picked Event Horizon.
None of us has seen that, right? Just making sure.
No, I haven't watched it.
Infinite space, infinite terror.
I think
Thank
you've
you,
seen
Mantra.
That's what
Slinger.
it says when I. That's what it says when I look it up.
No idea what that even is.
All right, no one's seen
Yeah.
it. Good.
Hopefully,
Oh,
everyone will
W.
watch
S.
it.
Anderson. Wait a minute.
Yeah, hopefully everyone watches
Wait a
it this
minute.
time. That'd be really
Yeah.
cool.
Imagine not finishing a movie. That's so crazy.
Man, I had a 1 week.
For real.
And starting a deadlock game.
Anyway,
That's
thanks
so
for watching.
crazy.
You-
Goodbye.
you had-
Oh
And what's that?
no, not the first time you heard that.
We're gonna cut that in, and
What
they won't
they're
notice.
What do you mean you made the task?
Oh yeah, fuck! I did make that. What did I say?
Yeah, that's you.
What?
Oh yeah. Your fear. What's your biggest fear?
Yeah, you have to come up with our
We're gonna
biggest
get
fear.
really deep next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have someone
Really
say
funny.
something in Sarasota and someone say something really deep. You know, it'll be great. So it's gonna be like being poor, and Cosmo's gonna say some shit about ice. You know, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
All right, now we end.
And Contra will say commitment. Oh yeah, you can.
All right,
Why would
bye
I say that?
everybody. Goodbye.
Hey, why would I say that?